Hello and welcome everyone. In this video I want to show you something that I recently did with Synth1. And I'm talking about this track here. Because what makes this track special is that it only consists of noise, and you can hear that when I dial out the resonance even the slightest bit. Now you can hear the tone. So I'm actually using the resonance of the filter to create the tone, and that creates this very interesting shape where you get the noise that should be all over the spectrum, but it only surrounds the note, the pitch of the note a little bit. If we looked at that in the spectrum analyzer, it would look like this. So now that gives you a very breathy sound. It sounds a bit like a flute, and it still has this whole fullness, but you could actually remove some of the noise. But if you remove the noise that is on top of the notes that are being played, then it wouldn't sound very good either. But you can remove the ones below. And that will give you a sound that is completely different from all of the oscillators in Synth1, and has a very cool tone in my opinion. It sounds very, well, resonant and shiny, which is cool. I went into it in Spectra a little bit to further emphasize on the sound, and yeah, that is just what I did. And you can do the same, and I will tell you how it works now. First of all, you have to select the noise oscillator, and then you have to go to the noise oscillator completely with the mix parameter. Even though I gotta say, choosing some value in between can also sound good. It sounds a bit phasey when you are going into the center, because maybe the phase of the oscillator is not lined up with whatever the filter is doing here, or it's actually slightly detuned. I don't know actually, but it does sound interesting to me. Okay, so had to dial in my voice a little bit. I didn't hear myself. Now what I want to say is, well, you as you have already seen, you turn up the frequency, this resonance completely. You have sustain to 100%, so that the filter is always at its max point, and amount to 0, so that there is no influence from this entire, or actually then it doesn't matter if you are turning up sustain or not. Yeah, or actually you could make a little pitch drift, I think. Yeah. And that's even better. You can use attack and decay to define the pitch drift, and then have sustain on 0, and then it actually sounds a little more pokey. Let's see if that makes sense with the music really quickly. decide that some other time, because at the moment it sounds a lot like Steam, but when you turn up like this, then it sounds a bit more flashy but less like Steam. So I have to decide that some other time. Anyway, with the frequency you go to 40 and key tracking has to be turned up to the max. And well, that's basically all you have to do for this to work. And I think that's a pretty cool trick. I will at some other point try to do the same thing with Vital. Or maybe I should try that now, but I don't know if it's a waste of time, because you would assume that this is easy. So let's just try that, you know. Now we have Vital here, and I will just freestyle what I would do to find the setting. I would turn on the white noise, I would route it into the filter, I would select the bandpass, I would turn up key tracking, and then I would just see where that gets me. I have to add an oscillator so that I can compare the results. Without filter. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. But the cool thing in Vital is you can also try different types of filters for that. Oh, the dirty filter has a frequency offset. That makes it a bit hard to dial in the correct pitch. The ladder filter doesn't seem to be very useful for that. The digital filter is too noisy. The diode doesn't have a bandpass. Format also doesn't have a bandpass. Comp doesn't have a bandpass. But it also does something cool. Nice. So yeah, Vital, also a great choice for this trick. But let's go to Synth1, because Synth1 has the nice, easy workflow. If you don't like the sound of bandpass filters, you can also use the high pass filter or the low pass filter. Okay, that has a different pitch. But not if you use low pass 12, then it's cool again. The DL low pass sounds a bit different, but yeah, you can use LP12, HP12 and bandpass 12. And that's all I wanted to say. Use highly resonant filters in your synthesizers to actually make the tone instead of oscillators that can yield very fascinating sounds that sound different than the oscillators themselves.